Hey guys, this is Mrs. Lingaman with your morning work 6 day 1. Hopefully you have the answers down. I'm going to go over this with you to make sure you're doing it right for the week. Okay. So number 1 is just basic fact multiplication. Okay, so you should have learned this in 3rd grade. 8 times 3. Hopefully you know it off the top of your head, but if you don't, you should know that multiplication is the same thing as repeated addition. You have also learned how to make an array to represent multiplication. Multiplication means equal groups. So if you had 3 groups of 8 or 8 groups of 3, that would give you the same thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and write 24 right there because I know 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, you could draw 3 circles, put 8 in each. And then you could count all those together to get 24, or you could do 8 plus 8, which is 16, and 16 plus 8, which is 24. Okay. Alright, so now let's look at number 2. Number 2 is basic division. So you are doing 12 divided by 6. If you remember your morning work a couple of weeks ago, it said something along the lines of it gave you a shape. So, and the question said, how many groups of 6 can you make? Well, this is the same thing except it's got 12 dots and it's asking you how many groups of 6. Okay, that would be division. Division is equal groups. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a group. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another group. So you can do 2 equal groups. Okay. Hopefully you knew that as a basic fact. Because if you know that 6 times 2 is 12, then 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay? Alright, so let's look at number 3. Number 3 looks very similar to your morning work from last week. You're looking at this as like a multiplication and division fact family. Okay, so you're using the same digit. You're just switching the operation between multiplication and division. It's really important that it stay a true statement and that you have the same number for both answers. Okay. I always tell my students to look at the multiplication fact first. Okay, and I definitely think that'll help you figure out what goes here. Something times 6 equals 18. Okay, and whatever number goes here is going to go here. So 18 divided by 6 is blank. Okay, so I want you to think about how we can solve this. Okay. Let's see. You can start with the division or the multiplication. Okay. Hopefully you know that 3 times 6 is 18. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. So the same number goes right here, and that's just going to be a 3. Okay. So my answer is 3. If you didn't know that, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how many groups of 6 could you make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a group. There's a group. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 3 groups. Okay, so 3 would go here and here. Okay. Alright, so let's look at number 4. Number 4 says a pet store had 416 goldfish, 321 guppies, and 638 clownfish. What is the total number of these 3 types of fish? Okay, so we're going to cube this. Cube says that you're going to circle your numbers. You're going to underline your question, the total number of these 3 types of fish. You're going to box in keywords or clue words that are going to help you solve this problem. So what is a big indicator? I see the word total. Okay. pretty much, that's the key word there. The E says evaluate. I really want you to think about what this problem is asking you. So you should put your pencil down and you should think, what is going on here? What operation are we going to use? Okay, so we've got some goldfish, we've got some guppies, and we've got some clownfish, and we're trying to find the total amount of fish. So hopefully you can tell me that operation is addition. So we are going to add, and I always like to put my largest number first, 638 and 321. Let's start by adding this one and this one together, and then we'll find the sum and add it to 416, okay? Okay, so 8 plus 1 is 9, and 3 plus 2 is 5, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So we've got 959, and we need to add our goldfish. So we're going to take 959. Can't forget about the goldfish. Okay. Now, 9 plus 6 is 15. 5, 1, 5, 6, 7, 9. It's going to be 13. So 1,375 is your total amount of fish. Alright, so now we're going to look at number 5. Number 5 says express the groups shown as a multiplication problem with an answer. So I really need you to understand that we are looking for a multiplication problem with an answer. That would be an equation with the product. Okay, so if you just put a number here, you're going to get it wrong. And if you do that on your quiz, it will be wrong as well. We need an actual multiplication equation with the answer. Okay, so first of all, I want you to tell me how many groups we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. And we're going to be multiplying. And how many are in each group? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in each group. So we've got 8 groups with 8 items in each group. Therefore, we have a total of 64. If you did not know that from your basic multiplication facts, you can always count the rectangles, all of them out. Okay, so this is the only answer we would accept is 8 times 8 equals 64, and that should go right here. And how you would write the times sign on the computer is with your X. So you just put an X there. Okay. Alright, I hope this helps, and I want you to show all of your work for the remainder of the week, and look for a little heart from your teacher over here on your morning work on Mondays. It kind of gives you some advice, so we would love to give you some advice Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, and then we'll tell you whether you got them all right or wrong, and you'll be looking at that on your Google Classroom. Okay, thanks for watching.